find the work for y squared dx plus x squared y dy. C is the rectangle with vertices at 0, 0, 5, 0, 5, 4, and 0, 4. Okay, so we have to traverse the region counterclockwise, number them. So I'll just say this is C1, C2, C3, C4. We're going this way, this way, this way, this way. Okay? But you could, did you number them that way or you want to do it different? Okay. So C1, let's parameterize it. X is equal to T, and Y is equal to 0, right? On that entire line segment. And T should be between
0 and 5.
0 and 5, good. And then, hold on, let me put this underneath. Let's find dx and dy right now. So dx is, and dy?
0 dt.
Good. Let's just put 0. Okay, curve 2, x is equal to?
5.
Good. And y is equal to?
T.
T. And then, in this case, my parameter t varies between?
0 and 4.
0 and 4, perfect. dx is?
0 or, yeah.
Perfect. And dy?
dt.
Good. I don't think you needed help.
No, I need help. Like, no,
Oh, right here.
Like C3 and C4.
Okay, so in this case, you can tell y is fixed, right? Okay, so y is fixed, x is changing. Y is fixed at 4. X is changing. Now, you can't let x be t, because then that would make it go this way, right? From 0 to 5 as the parameter increases. So what you do is you say, where am I starting when x is 5? So you're going to let x be 5 minus t.
To take care of the...
Then it'll reverse the direction. And then t is going to be between 0 and 5, right? And then think about it. So t starts at 0, which means x would be 5. So you'd start here. And then as t gets bigger, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, x gets smaller, 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 smaller. So that's how you reverse the direction. Okay? And then dx is going to be? Negative dt. Good. And dy?
0.
Good. And then C4, similar idea. So in this case, x is fixed. Y would be?
4 minus t.
There you go. Yay. And then t is between?
0 and 4.
0 and 4. And dx?
0.
And dy?
Negative.
Good.
What's just the issue? Like C3 and C4. Those
C3, C4. Yeah, because you have to do the order backwards. I was hoping my example yesterday for the area on that Green's theorem problem would help you figure out, because the same thing we had to do. Do you remember on the second curve, x was 2/3 minus t instead of just t? It was like number, I don't remember, 56, I think.
Okay, when is it only just negative t?
Negative t.
Like x equals negative t instead of x.
Oh, if you were starting like at 0, but you want to go that way, in the negative direction.
This way?
Yeah, but not starting somewhere other than 0. So the constant, the 5, the 4, that shifts it, and then the minus sign changes the direction. Yeah, hello. Why didn't I think of it that way before? That's a good explanation. Yeah, Roy.
So with parameterizing using x plus at too slow, or is it like a faster method? Because for me, I did x equals 5t.
5 times t?
Yeah, to keep it between 0 and 1 for t.
Oh, so you scaled all your t's to be between 0 and 1.
Yes.
That's fine. You live your life. Yeah. Did you have more fractions later in the integral?
Yes.
Okay. So that's the only reason I wouldn't do it. Because I'd rather have all integers if possible. But if you like t between 0 and 1, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. Good. Oh, you just like found direction vectors for every single one?
Yes.
That just takes so much longer.
It's consistent.
Yeah. Okay. You feel better, Mustafa?
Yes.
Okay. It won't work for the example I did yesterday, though. The Green's theorem one, because that wasn't a line segment. So you have to reverse the direction without taking advantage of a direction vector. Yeah. So Roy, you still need to learn how to do the other way. The practice test, I think it was 56?
56?
Was it, 46. I'm saying the wrong number. Okay, see how this one on curve 2, we had to reverse the direction of motion, so I let x be 2/3 minus t.
Yes.
This is not a line segment, so you couldn't find the direction vector and do what you've been doing in that first problem. Yeah. So it's good. If you feel safer doing that method, that's fine, but it won't always work if you're on something nonlinear. Yeah.
So will the other method always work though?
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah, because this is generic, right? For any kind of function.
So parameterization is just for like line segments. This
No. This is all parameterization, finding a parametric representation for any curve or surface, right? Yeah, we'll do surfaces later. Okay. We're all right? Yeah. 13. Who needed that one? Okay, Anirudh, what did you do?
I just needed help setting it up.
Let's see. 3 plus e to the x squared dx plus tan inverse of y plus 3x squared dy. I'm going to draw the region. I feel like we're going to go and integrate, though, in what coordinate system? Polar, right? So the curves are this way, this way, this way, this way. Perfect. Okay, so this is P. This is Q. So what's del Q, del X?
Q del
6x.
X, 6x.
And del P, del Y? 0. So we're going to have double integral over D of 6x dA. And then let's go polar. So theta is going to be between,
0 to 5 and 2.
and then R.
1 to 2.
You good from here?
Yeah. I couldn't see the graph. Like, I didn't imagine the graph properly.
It was drawn.
Oh, wait, was it?
It sure was.
Was I doing the
Very
wrong
little
one?
to imagine.
Was I doing the wrong one? I probably was.
I don't know. I don't know what you were doing.
Probably the wrong one.
Okay. Are we all sorted? Great.
You're thinking of 20.
Oh no.
That one wasn't drawn yet, I didn't visualize it.
You have to
Okay.
draw. You have to draw that one on your own. Am I doing that one? No.
Oh, yeah,
You want me to do 21? No? You don't want to see anything anymore, huh? It's fine. Are we all tired? Okay, we can move on to 16.5. Okay, so first one is 15. 16.5 was straightforward, right? Yeah. 15, determine whether or not the vector field is conservative. Who needed this one? Anirudh? Okay, what was your question for it?
I just kind of got like lost. The vector. Yeah, I don't know.
How do you check if a vector field is conservative?
You first check if like the curl is 0 for this one. Right?
Yeah, did you check that?
Yeah.
Was the curl 0?
Yeah, that's it was 0. Yeah.
Okay. Were you okay computing it?
Oh yeah, that part was fine. I kind of got like confused with the next part. So.
Okay, so you check, do P, Q, and R have continuous first partials? Well, what kind of functions make up P, Q, and R?
Polynomial.
Yeah, they're all polynomial. So yes. And then what's the domain for the vector field? Well, it's
R cubed.
R3, yeah, very good. Is that open and simply connected?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
open. Are we going to just say SC is simply connected? Yeah.
So I always have to add part 2 and part 3 for this type of question.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Okay, it's always a 3-part question. Good? Okay. On the exam, like this was in the curl section, so they probably wanted you to practice computing curl, but you could also just check that all those mixed partials were equal, the way we learned it in 16.3 for testing if a vector field's conservative. I don't care what method you use, if you want to do the curl or if you just want to test Do you know the three equalities?
So you wouldn't ask us like,
Specifically to
Show
use the
that
curl
to-
test? No. I would just say, check if the vector field's conservative.
and then
Or, you know what I would probably do? Give you a very nasty line integral and say, find the work that you maybe couldn't even integrate. And then you'd have to be like, oh, it's conservative. Let me find the potential function and then use the fact that it's independent of path and not even have to integrate it. That's probably the best way to ask that.
function of n minus function became-
Exactly. But I probably wouldn't say it.
You'd have to figure it out.
You'd have to figure it out. Yes. I think there's one on the practice test like that. So maybe you could figure out which one it would be. Oh, okay, 19. Who needed 19? Terme, did you find the curl? The curl was it, oh, when you check what it was in the back, it didn't match? Oh no. X, Y, Z. Do you guys leave it with I hat, J hat, K hat?
No.
Just
This is good.
I like less letters. Y, Z squared. Got to do that bottom row first so it's spaced out well.
Yeah, I have J hat, K hat makes it like seem like it's very confusing.
It feels like there's so much more going on than there really is, right? Okay. Here we go. This is relaxing. No, it's not relaxing? Yeah, you're relaxed. Yeah, I feel relaxed right now. Okay, here we go. This is gone. This is gone. Partial with respect to y is going to be xz e to the xz minus, partial with respect to z. We have to do product rule. So this is one function. This is the other function. Do those highlighters, oh, they come up well. This room, the projector's on point. Okay, so derivative of z with respect to z is 1. Then you leave e to the xz alone. Plus, now I leave z alone. Derivative of e to the xz with respect to z would be e to the xz times x, because that's a constant. Yeah. Okay. Can we already tell it's not 0 and just abort mission?
Yeah.
Okay. Abort mission. Curl of f does not equal the 0 vector, therefore f is not conservative.
So I don't have to like find for the rest of it.
No, why?
Okay.
Don't do it. Those are seconds of your life you'll never get back, Ijas.
Minutes.
Minutes, yeah, you're right, not even seconds. Okay, very good. Did you forget to do the product rule, Terme? You know who I'm going to get mad at for that, but we won't say it. Okay. Not her. 21. Who needed 21? Okay, Kimberly. Is there a vector field G such that the curl of G equals x sine y, cosine y, and z minus xy? So this is using that theorem that I showed at the end of lecture, that we know the divergence of the curl of any vector field should always be 0.
Yeah.
So then we find the divergence of the curl of G. So we'll do partial with respect to x. It'll just be sine y plus partial with respect to y, negative, right? I'm thinking as I go. Plus partial with respect to z, just 1, which is 1, which is not 0. So that means this curl that they gave is a fake curl. There's no G that could yield this curl. So no.
I mean, just like how would you ask to explain it?
By theorem, no. I would say this is by theorem. So therefore, no such G exists with the given curl. Does that make sense? Like whatever they made up, it was garbage. Yeah. Okay. Good? That was it? Okay, we're doing great. We're definitely going to have time for classwork then today. Let's hop to 16.6. What am I going to say about 16.6? It's not easy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram and TikTok, Math with Professor V. I'll be back sooner than